you will be put in a goni, in a well,
Shit,
and you're
dude.
shit scared with that.
Dude,
Yeah.
that is... Oh, look. Oh, fuck. Oh, no way, bro.
And you were
Oh,
like
fuck.
crying.
You're scaring the
You
shit
were
out of me right now.
crying on that. You were like, damn, I don't want to do this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane. Oh, shit. You got it like in, bro.
I'm
Oh,
regretting
shit.
this interview already.
No, I'm loving it. I'm fucking loving it,
This is
bro.
what happens, bro.
So today's show is going to be purely magical, not scary for me. I mean, people have really learned a lot about me as well on this show. But Praveen Nair himself, a magician, a mentalist, a hypnosis, you figure that out yourself. Make sure to watch the show till the end because he has given some great insights for magic. He has given some great insights in the differentiation between the magic, mentalism, and hypnosis. And if you want to be one of those, well, how can you do that? He has answered that question for you too. Not forgetting India's Got Talent and its episode series. Let's get and check it out. Make sure to go ahead and follow me on Instagram for your daily dose of content and to subscribe YouTube for the full length video and make sure to enjoy yourself. Don't forget. Here's up next, Praveen Nair on Kabirr Vani.
Praveen Nair,
Hi.
finally. I'm
Absolutely.
glad to have you on show. I cannot thank you enough for being here, taking the time out of your schedule that you do. And I don't know if I'm scared or excited of this conversation that we're about to have.
We'll call it
because-
excitement.
We'll call it excitement. We'll call it excitement. The reason is I've always been into magic. Okay, I love Marvel's movies as well. There's a lot of magic there as well. But you're experiencing it with you, while you were here before, we were doing some crazy things and a lot of knowledge that you have with magic. It's insane. I just hope my wife does not ask you anything, or she's not asked you to do anything like, right?
We don't remember that part, do you?
I don't. Oh my god, dude! Like, should I just ask her to go out? Hey, you wanna go out just in case? All right, cool. Okay, so we'll get into this. So, magic, hypnosis, mentalism. What are these terminologies? Can you explain it to us? Like, so the viewers can understand exactly what are the difference between these three, or is it one and the same?
Superb. I think very beautiful question to start with. Magic, mentalism, hypnosis.
Okay.
Correct. Now, anything that has no explanation to it, no scientific explanation to it, you can call it magic.
Okay.
Right? When you see something flying with no strings attached,
Right.
right? When you see something probably vanish right in front of your eyes,
Right.
all these things, when you see somebody pick a thought even from your mind, which has no explanation to it,
Okay.
correct? Now that is magic,
That's magic. Okay. Gotcha.
correct? Now speaking about mentalism,
Okay.
mentalism and magic, somewhere down the line would go say hand to hand, because magic is like the tree and mentalism is a branch of it,
Okay.
right?
Right.
Because like anything that happens in mentalism is magical,
Fair. Okay. I'll give you that.
right? It has no explanation.
Yes.
What is mentalism, right?
Right.
Well, I can read your mind.
Right.
I can put a thought in your mind, correct? I can probably move objects without touching them, correct? All these things fall under mentalism.
Okay.
Now, these all are technically magic because it's a magical element that is there, right? Now, mentalism and magic, like I said, kind of goes hand to hand.
Right.
Mentalism is more specific, it's more niche. It's like saying I'm a doctor and I'm a cardiologist.
Okay.
I am specialized with hearts. That is what mentalism means. That I'm a magician,
Okay.
but I specialized in doing miracles with your mind, right?
Okay.
Which is psychological. Which
in sort, right? Yeah.
so that is what magic and mentalism is.
Okay.
Now, when we speak about hypnosis as a concept, I think it is a completely different thing altogether. It can again come under magic.
Okay.
Because again, hypnosis can somewhere you can say it's not very explainable,
Uh-huh.
but at the same time, it also has things like hypnotherapy.
Right.
That is completely clinical side of hypnosis.
Okay.
So in my mind, this is how I felt when I learned more about hypnosis.
Okay.
I felt hypnosis has three sides to it.
Okay.
One is the clinical side,
Okay.
which is dealt by the doctors,
Right.
like hypnotherapists.
Yeah. Yeah. While I was researching it, I was like, okay, so I had to now I have to figure out the entertainment part of it. Okay. Yes.
Correct.
please go ahead.
And there is another element to it, which is stage hypnosis.
Okay.
So I call myself the stage hypnotist.
Okay.
Because I do things which is supposed to be meant for the stage, not for a clinical therapy session.
Right.
Right? Because this is not something that I'm not a doctor by by degree as such. This is meant for entertainment. I've learned from a lot of books, and this is purely a skill that can be acquired with practice.
Okay.
Right? Now, the third side that I felt hypnosis as is probably somewhere like a spiritual side.
All right. Okay.
Now, this is when, I realized when I was doing hypnosis, I was focused on the stage part, and people used to come and ask me, what, Praveen, can you, do a hypnotherapy for me? I was like, no. That's when I realized that it has a clinical side.
Right.
But people start asking me, can I do past life regression and stuff?
Right. Yeah.
I put people into trance. I can put people into trance, right?
Okay.
That is what hypnosis is about.
Okay.
But speaking about hypnosis as saying something, like a past life regression,
right.
And seeing what you were in your past life, seeing what deeds you did, etc., etc.
Fair enough.
Well, this is something different, I would say. That is where I felt, it has the spiritual side.
Okay.
So, again, magic, anything which is impossible to explain with your possessed knowledge is my definition for magic.
Okay.
Mentalism, anything that has to do with your mind, has to do with my mind, and purely the only answer to that kind of becomes that, it's power of the mind. Correct? Even though it involves a lot of, magic principles, sleight of hand as well at times, it involves, multiple things. But the main thing for all of this, one thing that connects everything strongly is showmanship.
Okay. Okay. So, the showmanship. Have you seen Now You've Seen Me?
I have definitely
seen that. Okay, the Four Horsemen. Right?
Absolutely.
It really got me there. Like, of course, they when it started, they really hold you all the way till the end of the movie.
True.
Then they kind of revealed that how they really did that and how, what kind of mind tricks that they were playing. There was this particular thing that they do, like, right? So whenever you, tell me something, right? Like, let's a word like tell, right? So they start, violating. How is it like? Is it like some kind of witchcraft form? Or is it like, good or bad, whatever, so, right? Is it similar to it? Do you really have to like kind of get into that kind of zone? Are you talking to spirits? Are you like, calling in the devil? Or what is it like? Or is it just a simple thing where, you're snapping your finger and getting things done?
So maybe I'm a celestial human with a human mask on.
Oh,
right,
you're an alien. You're an alien. I knew you were an alien.
Well, the thing is, that is not the truth, right?
Yeah.
This is purely an entertainment form.
Okay.
Now, when you listen, say any art form, name any art form.
Dance.
Dance, correct? When you see somebody dance on the floor, right? You feel so mesmerized.
Indeed.
Yes. You feel so good. You instantly said dance. There is a reason for it, probably. Because probably you have that love for it somewhere down the line.
Absolutely.
Correct? Now we see how mentalism works in a way.
Right.
Correct? We often pick up these things and we understand how does your mind work instantly. You become wired to it when you keep doing it over and again. You kind of get wired. I know now for a fact, if I ask Kabirr to think about one of his, desire to become, if not this, probably he would say dancer, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I just got to I've told Bhakti that, I wish I could, one thing that I could have done is like, I wish I could have danced.
Right?
But my body does not want to move.
Superb. Now see, this has nothing supernatural to it.
Right.
I just revealed something of
Right.
how I do and what I do.
Okay.
So, a lot of people kind of, since they have no explanation to it, they call it, oh, I think he's gifted.
Yeah.
Right?
Or is a witch.
Yeah,
Or
I
he's
think,
an alien.
yeah, don't look into his eyes. Don't
Right.
touch him. Don't let him touch your hand. There's something happening. So, again, all these things just elevate the entertainment aspect to it.
Okay.
It's like watching a horror movie or a movie with a mystery. Not really a horror movie, probably a movie with a mystery.
Right.
You don't know what exactly is about to happen, and that kind of holds you, till the end. You're like, wow,
Yeah,
I don't know what's about to happen. I don't know what is it. This is so nice. I think one of the reasons why movies like this get, doing so well. For example, a Bollywood movie, Andhadhun.
Okay.
If you've seen
I
that,
have not. Yeah.
the ending of it, the audience would understand this. The ending of it is a mystery, and because of that, that movie is such a beautiful masterpiece.
Yeah.
So anything which has no, say, explanation to it, we humans, our mind kind of find it very fascinating. That's why when we speak about Bermuda Triangle,
Yeah.
we get so
I
excited.
know.
We speak about Area 51. You're like,
Yes.
oh my goodness,
Yes,
I want to hear
absolutely.
more about it. Because you don't know anything about it. Because when you don't have a set knowledge to it,
Right.
a mind kind of wants to learn more about it. Right?
Yeah.
So, answering your question again, this is definitely not a witchcraft what I do. I know that you like dance. I think everybody knows by now that you like dance.
Absolutely.
And just like you watch dance or any other art form, say like a music, anything, you feel very relaxed, very calming all of a sudden. It has that thing to play with you. Just like that artist, we are an artist when like I'm speaking for the whole community as a mentalist. We're an artist who is there to give you the best of the experience and make you feel sense of wonder instantaneously.
That's it. Nice. Okay, so alright, so you're definitely not doing witchcraft.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, I'm hoping that you're not an alien. I wouldn't mind, but if you are an alien, just let me know.
Alright.
And do you have superpowers?
Do I have superpowers?
Yes. Do you consider yourself having a superpower?
If you ask me honestly,
Hmm.
I would say yes.
You will say yes. Okay, you feel like that. So would you compare yourself to Doctor Strange, or would you compare yourself to the Ancient One, the Sorcerer Supreme,
Okay, so
or
here's the
Basilius? Which one are you? Because the Dormammu
yeah,
is
yeah.
trying to get out there with the bad magic,
Yeah.
the god of darkness.
Yeah.
Is he trying to really overpower you with the good one or the bad one? Like, how true is dark magic? Like, since we're talking about this, like we're coming into that zone, how true is dark magic
Mhm.
to start with? How true and how relevant can Doctor Strange really be in the real life?
Mhm.
Being the type of things that you do, and I've seen you do, which is shit scary. All right, and how would you compare yourself to one of those characters?
So to be very honest, like I said, I believe that I have supernatural powers.
Okay.
And I also believe that we all do have supernatural powers. Now, I think it makes more sense to you. Correct? It's not just me saying that I have supernatural power. It's basically, I believe we all do have that. Is, again, when you probably connect with the human, when you kind of speak to them, and when you probably even have an ability to hold a conversation, I think that's supernatural.
Right.
When you make, someone feel very comfortable and relaxed around you, I think that's supernatural.
Are you trying to tell me that I have superpowers?
You do.
Because I'm podcasting right now with you.
Absolutely. You see that now?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now you see, this is what I want everyone to feel. So even in my shows, it's not just me kind of reading people's mind. I let others to experience the same, say energies.
Right.
When I speak about energies, it's about, we all can experience it. Nothing supernatural, just for me.
Just for yourself.
That way, I believe we all are supernatural, and we all just need to find what is that we are very good at,
Okay.
and that supernatural ability will just kind of,
Enhance
scale you
itself.
up and up.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. But then how about this, right? I mean, I love the fact that we have the supernaturals we're talking about. How natural is it to have the spirits around? Because you do have that power, right? Like for reading people's minds or having to figure out, like how you said that eventually when you start doing these things, you start noticing the small things. And then that's it, you catch it.
Yeah.
Now, but then because of these things, right, there are energies, all right? There are good and there are bad energies. We all know it. But how about you being able to feel that more often than I would? Or somebody else? So, like, have you felt, okay, I'm here right now and there's some kind of energy here. But there's a good spirit or bad spirit out there. Like, is there anything like that?
Okay.
Have you felt anything like that? Sorry for that.
Yeah. Speaking about energy and speaking about spirits are like two different things altogether, right?
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about both. So speaking about energies, I do believe in energies, right? When I enter a show, I know I'm going to kill it. When I enter a space, I know that this is the day that my audience will have one of the best shows that they've seen.
Okay.
We all feel that.
Right.
I think somewhere down the line, once we get synced to it, it helps. Not being a mentalist. This is for everyone. I believe even if you're say a corporate employee who's going, who's diligently doing your 9 to 5, you go to your office on one day and you feel that today was my day.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying, right? And 99 days you might feel I have to quit, but on that one day you feel like today I'm gonna prove myself.
Okay.
And I think this is all about your energies. this is about how you feel, and that is the energy I'm speaking. But I truly believe in that. I truly try to be in sync with that as much as I could.
Okay.
Speaking about spirits,
Right.
right? If I had to share my personal experience, well, I was way too young. I've kind of experienced something like a spirit, like a thing. I was a complete non-believer.
Okay.
I would currently say I am, like I've probably come to a point where I believe that I don't know.
You don't know. You don't want to say it.
So, I don't know. So,
Is that spirit here right now? Is she saying? Or
yeah.
he's saying?
So I've
Don't
come
do
to a
it.
point where I'm like, I'll let you decide
Yeah.
that for yourself. But in my opinion, it's like you understand that you don't want to give spoilers.
Right.
You can experience it if you want to.
Okay.
I can make people experience it if I want to. But again, that's an illusion that I create.
Okay.
Right? That's not really spirits and stuff like that. But I can make you feel if a spirit was here, how it would feel. You get what I'm
I
saying.
got you. Yes.
So that is how it rolls.
Okay.
What do you practice? Like, of course, your kind of work, it's all about how strong you are mentally, right? Because the fact that if you're not strong mentally, emotionally yourself, you will not be able to kind of work or find people to believe in what you're doing and what you're saying yourself. So, is there some kind of ritual that you do, like some kind of meditation, some mantras that you have in mind? Or what do you got that for?
So I do have certain routines that I follow for my day. And this is, I think I would have done it even if I wasn't a mentalist, provided, seeing the kind of a benefit that it gets for me. I do follow like 4 types of meditation right before I go to sleep.
Okay.
Right. I do, like a meditation of, gratitude. I do meditation of, understanding what's up with my body. Like I kind of do a mental scanning through my body and stuff like that. Purely, just to relax and calm myself. Like you very correctly said, if you're not mentally strong, you cannot really do anything.
Right.
Trust me, you can't do anything. And it's very important for us to do that. Now, in terms of us being a mentalist, what is that I practice? And what is that I do to kind of... What is that I practice and what is that I kind of do to keep my mentalism on point, to keep the art form crisp and strong, is I practice memory techniques.
Memory techniques. Okay.
Yeah. To remember things for a very longer time,
Okay.
and to remember things in a very messed up pattern. I do that. I do play board games,
Okay. Monopoly.
yeah. I mean, these are board games which is designed in a way to keep your mind very active and strong.
Wonderful. Okay.
Yeah. So there's somebody who's a game therapist. Her name is
Okay.
Mittal Saleh. So I kind of go to a place, we play board games.
Right.
Mittal and Devendra, they kind of come together and create some board games, which is very good to keep you mentally up and alive.
Okay.
I do play board games. Like I said, I do practice memory techniques. And apart from that, one of the things that I truly believe that is important for me is rather 2 things. One is creativity.
Okay.
Second is showmanship.
Okay.
Right? Where I practice, being on stage, how it would be. What is the best kind of entertainment I can give to my audience? Just because, all we are doing is we are communicating with them.
That's
So I keep it engaging.
right.
So yeah,
Okay.
that is one thing. And the other thing is creativity, where I sit down and create, new material on my show, which my audience have never seen.
Okay.
So I have instances where I've booked more than 5 times with the same, clients.
No way. Really? Okay.
And
They cannot have enough of you.
correct. Now I have to ensure that all the 5 times they see something different and
Naturally.
they feel like they want to call the 6th time as well.
Absolutely. Because
So-
there is. I mean, even having you here right now is that, I had a list of questions, but my mind is kind of going like, okay, should I be asking this? Should I be asking that? Should I be, okay, no, I should be asking this as well. I think I can have like several amount of podcasts with you when it comes to mentalism or hypnosis, right?
Correct.
It's so insane, it's so amazing, it's so mesmerizing.
Absolutely.
It's crazy. Okay, so magic and science.
Yeah.
How do you relate? Or do you feel that they're one and the same or not at all?
Magic is science that is unexplored, right? Magic is purely science and it has explanation to it, which, if you speak in the language of movie, say the science of magic is a spoiler for a movie.
Indeed.
Right?
Indeed. I agree with you.
So if once I start revealing the science behind it, you'll feel like, okay, I shouldn't have heard that.
I shouldn't have asked for
Please
it.
stop it.
I was better mesmerized.
Yeah, I want to probably watch the movie and enjoy the movie the way it is, rather than just seeing that. Imagine, in a movie, there is a character that is so hooked to.
Right.
Say you like Marvel movies,
Absolutely.
right? And you're seeing all of this, and say all of a sudden you see the best moment of Avengers. I'm Iron Man.
Oh, no way. I was just thinking about that. That's insane, bro. You said that and I was like, I'm Iron Man. I literally said that in my head, I'm Iron Man. That's insane. Oh my god. I'm getting goosebumps.
So,
Alright.
this is how we want you to feel when we
Oh,
do
do that. Oh my
that. Now,
god.
if I tell you
Do
how
I
it
even want
works,
to know how that works?
then it's gone.
Cool. Oh wow. You just gave me shit good bones, God. Oh my god. That's crazy. Okay, so science is magic, which is unexplored.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Absolutely.
That's your Kabirr Vani.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh, dude, literally, I'm getting goosebumps. Should I even ask you the next question? Alright, I'm gonna put you on spot now. Your most embarrassing possible moment on the stage.
On the stage.
Yeah, something happened. You have to tell me the truth.
Oh my goodness, this was very funny. So this whole show, it was a rehearsal of a show. Okay, so it was happening in a cafe. This is, I think, it's been 10 years, if not more. I think exactly 10 years back. No, even I think 11 years back.
Okay.
Right? So somewhere on that line, 11 to 12 years back, I was preparing for one of the best shows of my life at that point of time. I was about to perform at the NCPA,
Oh.
the National Center for Performing Arts. And for that, we were like, it was a duo show. And I was like full prepped for it. I was like, bro, right now we're going to have a fantastic rehearsal. We're going to call all close set of people and we're going to see how the show rolls.
Okay.
And the first thing, I failed.
No.
And the second thing, I fail again. And the third thing, I'm failing again on that. I was like,
You wanted to run away?
I was feeling so grateful I've not charged my audience at that point in time, right? Because it is a rehearsal show, and that is when I realized that it is so difficult for you to rehearse magic. If it was, say, a dance show, it is still okay. You fall, people are like,
get back up and
there is no come back to this, right? I tell you, you're thinking of something else. Say, I think about, you say your favorite character is, say, Captain America, and I speak about him instead of Iron Man, then it's gone.
It's definitely
You wouldn't have felt what he felt at that point in time. So imagine the whole thing going down the hill, and somewhere down the line, I kind of picked up the show in the midway, and I give a good climax to it. But then the final show was a hit. It was a beautiful show.
Okay.
And I think that show has made me who I am today.
Wonderful.
Because you don't really do that if you don't make
Continue
that
to it.
mistakes.
You have to be the consistent player, of course.
So yeah. One thing I really like about myself is, I've never given up.
Good.
No matter how bad the show was, no matter how it was, I've always been like, what, I'll do it again.
Have you come across this scenario where you have, how you called me, I'm Iron Man? That was shit on spot, right? I was like, damn, literally got word to what I just thought about. And so something like that, you could have been like, okay, I'm Iron Man. I was like, no, I didn't say that. I said, I'm Captain America, right? So has that happened? The person is just not agreeing to you and you know that what's the right part. Has that ever happened?
That is exactly what's happening in the whole show. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Since the first thing went wrong, the second person, I got it right. But the person was just,
arrogant enough, hate me.
They were like, no problem. So these are the moments, when we attempt to ask people to write things down. I'm like, hold it to yourself, you write it, hold it to yourself. You tell me what it is. Now tell me what that you're thinking of. You've got that. I'm going to say it in the mic and I'm going to ask you to show to the audience.
Right.
Then I'm just going to imagine I've got an insurance, out there, and it cannot go wrong. So things like that. But this is one of the reasons why I completely got into hypnosis.
Okay.
Because in hypnosis, If I tell you this is what you are, this is who you are, and you forgot this, it's gone. It's out there of your mind.
Out there. Yes.
So that is very close to real magic, and that's why I love hypnosis as a concept.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, so we'll get into the Mythbusters real quickly
Sure.
because I've kept the best thing for the last. So Mythbusters.
Yes.
All right. So hypnosis is sleep.
Well, I would say hypnosis is sleep with awareness,
Okay.
right? Because your subconscious is so active, it doesn't let your conscious come into play.
All right. So
Right.
power.
Correct. So, because again, you enter a REM state, that is rapid eye movement. That is exactly what happens when you're about to go to sleep, but it's just that you enter in a trance state.
Okay. Okay. Got you. Hypnotized people can lose control.
Can lose control.
Yes.
Well, not really. They get super controlled mind,
Okay.
and they can control it to any extent that they can become anything that they want to at that point in
So
time.
they will not go cuckoo or crazy like something like that at that point of time while they're hypnotized.
It depends upon who's hypnotizing them.
Only weak-minded people can be hypnotized.
In fact, it's the other way around. If somebody says super weak-minded, when I say weak-minded, they cannot comprehend what I'm saying. They're just like, what's happening? They cannot be hypnotized.
Okay.
People who are actively listening, when I say, things like, don't think of a black paper.
Okay.
You instantly think of a black paper.
Literally just came to my head.
That is how our mind works. So
Right.
that is why we are good subjects for hypnosis. When you can comprehend information,
Okay.
when you've got that strong and vivid imagination. In fact, somebody with good imagination is equal to a good subject for hypnosis.
Oh God. I'm a very good. All right. Hypnosis can retrieve accurate memories, like we spoke about at the beginning of the show.
It can. It actually can. It can get memories which is in the past, which was in your subconscious. It can tell you your behavioral pattern, why it happened, and stuff like that.
Okay.
It can actually do that.
You can do that. Can you forget something as well?
Yeah, amnesia is what we call it.
Yeah.
It can happen. I've made people forget their own name.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
we
yes.
should do that. We should try that. All right. So getting back to Doctor Strange, right? There was this character in there which was handicapped completely,
Correct.
and then he had went to the Ancient One
Correct.
and fixed himself, and he was using magic.
Correct.
To kind of moving his body around, and he was completely normal. And the Ancient One was like, he's not healed; he's healed himself.
Correct.
By magic. Is that true?
Well, the way it is portrayed in Doctor Strange, it is not reality.
Okay.
But a mind has the power to heal yourself faster.
Okay, you can be a quick healer.
I'll give you one example. I think
Sure.
this even you can try.
Okay.
Say, we all have that moment when your toe gets hit on,
that hurts.
correct, that
Yes.
hurts really bad. You try this. If your right toe gets hit,
Okay.
you look at your left toe and just kind of do this to that.
Okay.
Just touch it as if you're healing it with a touch. Pointing, if your right feet is hit, do that to your left feet.
Okay.
You'll all of a sudden feel that
On your right.
your right feet is healed.
Okay.
Our mind can be tricked that way.
That way. Okay. I think someone had told me that I had really bad sprain on my right shoulder. I'm like, what should I do? He said, focus on your left.
Correct.
So I was like, okay. All right. So I started doing that. It actually started working.
It helps.
Okay, it helps.
Our mind can be tricked. But again, not like exactly what it is shown
Like
in
in the
Doctor
zombie. Like he
Strange.
was completely paralyzed. Now he's up and running.
That's
and
why it's
playing
fiction,
basketball.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Is it really fiction?
it is 100% fiction.
Alright. I think we already spoke about this, but I'll still ask anyway. Mentalists have supernatural powers.
Well, we all have supernatural power. I think I would like to say that.
So, yeah. Alright,
So, yeah.
cool. So yes, we do have it. And hypnosis is only for entertainment.
Hypnosis is, like I said, for three things: entertainment, super fun. It is for clinical therapies, for you to even heal yourself and all these things as well. Even people do take hypnosis for weight loss and stuff like that because you get conscious while eating
Why?
and things like that. So hypnosis is very, very useful for your lifestyle period.
Okay, great. And hypnosis can make people tell the truth. We already know that. But
Yeah.
that's true. Yes,
Funny.
I'll answer that for you. Yes, it's true. And
Hypnotist Kabirr for you.
and
Yeah.
all right, I'm good with Kabirr Vani.
Yeah.
Final question. Mentalism is easy to learn.
If you ask me, I would say 100% yes. Everything is easy to learn,
Okay.
provided if you put that time and energy to
The
it.
efforts to it. You
I
just
mean, it's not
pay your
supernatural.
way to success.
Correct. It's not supernatural. I can do it. You can do it. We all can do it.
Right.
One of the famous lines from the goat of magic, David Blaine, the living goat of magic, David Blaine. He says that if one person can do it, I think we all can do
Can
it.
do it.
So, yeah.
Great. That was a quick, nice one. All right. Now, getting back to the conversation that we had, some interesting story, Praveen, that you have come across, which you can share and that enlighten us with the hypnosis or mentalism.
Over hypnosis. So, mentalism, of course, there are many. But speaking about hypnosis, there is something, you spoke about your right
Right.
shoulder being hurt,
Right.
and you focused on your left hand, you could see that it was being healed.
Right.
So similarly, or you also asked me, like how aware our mind is. Is it sleep? Hypnosis is sleep. Kind of touching both the points and this question that you raised right now of a story. I would say I read this very interesting story about a woman who was hospitalized and getting operated.
Okay.
And she was in her anesthesia. She was fast asleep.
Okay.
And at this point in time, this woman woke up, after the operation and everything.
Right.
And she was in a very bad state of depression.
Oh.
Nobody was able to cure her. No one. And that is exactly when a very famous hypnotherapist or hypnotist back then, was not a doctor, it's purely a hypnotherapist, America-based guy, if I'm not wrong, Sir Dave Elman, I'm speaking about. It is in his book. So he meets her and he talks to her and he tries to figure her out what exactly has happened. And he hypnotizes her and he puts her in trance and tries to understand what was the root cause of her depression, because she was not speaking to anyone.
Oh.
Right? And that is when she says that she remembers when she was being operated, during the time when she was fast asleep, the doctor said she will never be the same.
No.
And that hit her subconscious, and that made her body feel like she'll never be the same.
Okay, so that's stuck in her head.
Stuck in
The
her
subconscious thing.
head, in her subconscious.
No, man.
And that is kind of making her feel sad throughout. And after knowing that, Sir Dave Elman kind of helps her understand that what doctors said, that she'll never be sick again, she'll
Right.
be alright. But it fascinated me to the core of how one choice of word
Can change someone's life. Oh my god, I'm glad I have this pillow. That's scaring me right now.
is the power of
No
hypnosis.
idea what it is. And then you just, wow. And no one in the third world or anywhere in this world can think that this was the reason that she was in depression.
Our mind is very powerful, and a mind is so powerful, so is our words.
Yes.
So that is why I ensure that, even when I coach people over communication and all these things, I speak about this very element of using right choice of words
Absolutely.
that can heal or destroy someone. So you have the power to heal. That's why I say we all are supernatural beings.
Right, absolutely. There is a saying, be careful of what you say, it might just come true.
Very true.
Isn't that it's something that I've been very careful about as well. So when I speak, sometimes I even I think, okay, should I be speaking that? And then sometimes when you say something, you're like, I shouldn't have said that. It's like that just happens.
Wow. Very interesting, because just to practice this, a lot of people be like, what, I can't practice this. I can't do it, right? So I think there's a very quick tip for all of those people
Great, please
who
share.
wants to experience it. Keep silence. Mantra. I should do that once a week. Straight, almost for a year.
Or okay, once a week for how long?
So I used to keep Monrath for half a day.
Oh God.
I used to keep Monrath for like 12 hours. And that helps you to enhance your voice.
Okay.
That helps you to be more thoughtful when you speak. Say if I have to tell you, hey, don't do that. Kabirr, hold, anything like that. But when I don't say it, and I let whatever is meant to be, I just see it happens. And it's beautiful the way it is orchestrated in the whole universe.
Right.
I had no necessity to open, to stop, to create. I'm no one. It just makes you realize who you are and what you are.
And hence is the parts of your bodies as well.
Absolutely. You just feel so calm and relaxed. And that teaches you to speak when and where it is needed.
That's wonderful. That's absolutely wonderful. I'll make sure to practice this because while you were speaking to this, I was like, yeah, there's no way I can do that. There's no harm in trying. I can definitely try that.
Try it for 2 hours. Try it for 3 hours.
Right. And
Try
then
it for 4
take it
hours.
further.
So when you try it for 5 hours as well or 6 hours, here is a very important tip. Use your WhatsApp or use your voice note to record the places where you have to go.
Okay.
This is what I used to do, to tell, say, a cab driver or a rickshaw guy, and you can just tell that to them. Otherwise you can book Ola, Uber, put the location. Otherwise you can just do that, and you can just make them listen to it. It helps a lot. Saying that with experience. Otherwise you're in trouble. You're like, how I'm gonna communicate to you where I'm going.
Right? And then you just have to keep a tape up your mouth.
Yeah. You write and you show. So instead you just use your voice note smartly. You record everything that you need to do. Tuck, 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 and you play it whenever it is needed.
That comes across. Wow, that's truly amazing.
Be ready to be pitied by a lot of people.
I'm sure it will be.
कितना अच्छा दिखता है ये और
बोल नहीं सकता
है. And then right after when you're done, हाँ भैया, thank you so much. कैसे हो? They get so annoyed with you. They'll be like, dude,
they keep asking you, Baba, कब हुआ ये?
क्या हुआ and stuff like that.
True. All right, do some tricks for us, would you?
Well, I wouldn't call it tricks.
Okay.
I'll give you an experience maybe.
Okay, give me an experience.
How about you think of a memory?
Okay, I'm down.
Yeah, and I'll try to reveal that.
Okay.
And just for the audience, so that everybody knows about it, there's nothing that we have set up.
Yeah, absolutely.
True,
right?
You didn't tell me anything that I'm gonna think of this or
no.
I didn't ask you to tell me what it is. There's nothing scripted.
Absolutely. We're literally raw right now.
Raw, yeah. Would you mind keeping this hand straight like this?
Yeah.
A little bit towards me. Yeah.
Okay.
And just keep it relaxed.
Okay.
Keep it hanging and relaxed. That's right. Okay. Take a deep breath in and relax. You've got a memory in your mind, which is probably like funny, something,
Yes,
Yeah.
I do have a funny one in my head.
Okay, got it. I know, because again, let's make it fun for everyone.
Yes, absolutely. I have a funny.
Relax your hand even more,
Okay.
even more,
Okay.
even more. Like it's a wet cloth right now. I can just drop it and it'll fall.
Okay.
Just let it fall. That's right. Let it fall. Relax. Good. Now go ahead and think of this memory.
Okay.
Okay. Think of your age during this time.
Okay.
Okay. All right. You're not very sure about the age. I think you were somewhere around 7 or 8. Does that make sense to you?
Shit! I was thinking the same thing, bro.
All right.
Okay, alright. Damn. Can you? I don't know if you see my goosebumps right now.
Take a deep breath in. Relax. Think of the place.
Okay.
Okay. I could very quickly. It is cool.
It is.
Yeah,
cool.
it is
Oh,
cool.
shit.
Yeah.
Alright.
Keep your hands like this.
Okay.
Look at me. Okay, you were scared.
I was shit scared.
You were shit scared. Okay.
Alright.
So, I don't know. I can see something like a bag. Does something like a bag make sense to you?
What?
Something like a bag, a big, huge bag
Yeah.
kind of a thing.
Okay.
Does it make sense to you?
Yeah.
That does make sense to you.
Right. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, it's like a very, like a huge thing that is in your mind. I mean,
Yes.
you're thinking of it very vividly, very clearly. in a way.
Absolutely. I have a pure picture of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Wait. Something like water. Wait, 1 second. Could you tell me anything? Yeah.
Okay.
Does it make sense to you?
It
Water,
is.
yeah.
You're close.
Okay. Look at this. Let's make it a little bit visual for people as well.
Okay.
Okay, take a deep breath in. Relax. Look at your fingers.
Alright.
Let me move my hand a little bit
Okay.
behind. Okay, just keep focusing on your fingers.
Okay.
Try and not do anything. Just
Okay.
try not to do anything. And you'll see that. Just look at your index finger now. See it slowly move. Yeah.
Okay.
Relax. Take a deep breath in. Now. Good. Okay. Okay, so here's what I'm getting.
Okay.
I'll tell you what it is.
Okay.
Be honest to me,
I'll
okay?
be very honest with you.
Is it something like that you're thinking that you were threatened for something in a way
Okay.
where you were told that if you don't do your homework, you will be put in a goni in a well,
Shit,
and you
dude.
shit scared with that.
Dude,
Yeah.
that is, oh, look. Oh, no way.
And you were like
Shit out of me right now.
crying on that. You were like, damn, I don't want to do this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane. Oh, shit. You got it like in, bro.
I'm
Oh,
regretting
shit.
this interview already.
No. I love it.
This is what happened.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Word to word.
Yeah. You're not even thinking like a bag. You're like Goni in your mind.
A word, like word to word. I'm thinking, and you know, this was like the worst when it happened.
Yeah.
Like when I was going through it, it was so bad. It was
Tell
so
me
bad.
more about it. What happened?
Okay, so it was like I was 7, 8. I don't
Yeah.
exactly remember, and the messed up part is I was thinking I don't know, I was 7 or 8,
Yeah.
right? In my head, that's what I'm doing, and I went to school, and so I had not done my homework, and the person next to me apparently did not either, and yeah, they would always keep threatening us, right? कि होमवर्क नहीं करोगे ना तो गोनी में डाल के कुएं में फेंकेंगे.
Oh, yeah.
Alright? And there was a kuwa right outside my school, right? So that happened, and the guy with the Pune came, right? And he bought a big ass goni. Like he took this guy, like the kid, and he put him in the goni. He took him, literally picked him up and took him, right?
Which school were you in? This is scary.
I'm like, oh my god, right? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm next. I'm next. Oh, that was like so bad, so bad.
Yeah.
And then like when later on, I think I was sharing with Bhakti only that this has happened, and she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, yeah. And then we started cracking up, like we're like you cannot believe I'm cracking up right now for this.
Yeah.
But this was, oh my god, this memory was shit scary when it happened.
Yeah.
But eventually it kind of started being funny, you know.
I'm glad.
Yeah. I was like, okay, like when you thought about it, think about a memory, like, I don't know why that just came into my head. I'm like, okay, that memory is shit funny for myself right now. I was literally this close to peeing my pants. I was this close, right? And then the kid came back after like first of 2 periods. I'm like, and then he was all sweating, right? Like, of course, even he was scared.
Imagine what went through that
I am
fellow.
sure. And like, he came back. I'm like, क्या हुआ? बोले कुछ नहीं, लेके आके प्रिंसिपल के ऑफिस में रखे. I'm like, fuck you, dude.
This is insane.
Oh, I was like, oh my god, like you must be kidding me. Oh my god, this was, oh dude, you just shook me right now. I'm like, look, you know, I'm cold right now. I feel my hand.
Oh yeah.
This was insane. Oh my god. Oh shit.
I'm super glad we did this.
Yeah, indeed. I'm glad we did this as well. Absolutely. Oh my god. I think you made me forget my questions.
Mission successful.
Yes, absolutely. This podcast is gonna go viral. I'm pretty sure about that.
I don't doubt that either.
Oh my god. Okay. So tell me about this. This thing just reminded me of a thing that I saw you do on IGT, India's Got Talent, right? You were there. I was very excited when I come to know that you were there. I told Bhakti the first thing. I'm like, hey, guess what? Praveen is going there. We have a celebrity friend now. I'm like, oh, that's awesome, right? So she's like, hey, wow, we said that, we watched it. And I was like, okay, so tell me what happened. Tell me what happened. That was season 10, I think.
Season 10,
and I was
episode 5.
it was episode 5.
Yeah,
okay. It's still there, right?
It's still there. It's Sony Love. You can see it anytime.
Great,
Yeah.
great. You guys should. It was an amazing trick. It was almost as good as the one he did right now. It's crazy. And I'm telling you, this is not scripted. Like, this thing just happened. This is literally my childhood. Literally my childhood that has happened. I'm going to go back to the school. I'm going to talk to them about this.
You had one interesting childhood, right?
Oh, you have no idea. I had a crazy childhood. While growing up, I've been to several places and all. It's not about me. Let's talk about you.
All right.
Please, let's get back into that.
Yes. Speaking of India's Got Talent, it was one beautiful experience. I think, initially, back in the days when I started performing, I was somebody who hated to be a part of such TV channel, I'll be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, no, this is not for me. This is against the art culture, the artist I am. This is against it. That is what I felt. And a lot of things about, India's Got Talent where they tell you that everything is scripted. Especially in magicians, they'll be like, bro, they know everything. It's just sake for formality and stuff like that. Trust me, not. You get your creativity. Even in India's Got Talent, the thing that I did out there on the set, I got so much of help. This is in terms of even scripting it, in terms of making it better, in terms of adding the entertainment value. It was purely my idea to get the grand finale. If people have not seen it, I'm not gonna give the spoiler. You wanna stop it, or I should just say it out loud?
That's okay. Continue.
Yeah, I think so. I got a python, right, a snake in the set. They helped me to to a very good extent to ensure that it's all safe. The snake felt safe.
Okay.
There's a very beautiful sanduk
Okay.
that I get on the stage, and that was designed by the India's Got Talent.
Oh, really?
With the holes in it so that the
Okay.
snake can breathe, and with a very comfortable place for the snake to be at.
Okay.
Everything was very calm and relaxed for it. So, it is a very thoughtful moment, even by every single person out there. You like to be creative as long as you're actually creative.
Right.
Say you're somebody who do not have any idea. You're just copying something back and forth. They'll like to copy something better instead.
Right.
That is how they treat you, right? There's a gentleman named Paul Cardos, right?
Okay.
He's from the production team, Freeman. And there's this gentleman named Sagar. They're super creative people.
Okay.
They give you such creative ideas, and they help you to be creative. They don't stop your creativity. So this is one of the reasons why I didn't want to be a part of India's Got Talent, is because I thought it stops your creativity.
Right.
It stops you to be an artist. In fact, it will enhance you only if you're creative. Period.
That's it.
If you're not creative,
You have to
don't
be
go there. And if you go there without being creative, listen to them.
Okay.
Simple.
Work with them.
Yeah, work with them. It's a team, right? It's a team
Right.
effort.
Right.
It's ultimately a TV show which is there to make it huge, which is there to make it grand.
Right.
Help them make it grand. If you can't contribute in it, do
Don't
not.
go there. All right.
Do not. It's not for you.
All right. I'm gonna respect the fact that what you did there, I won't share, but I will give out a small spoiler.
Yeah.
I have to. I know how badly freaked out Bacha,
Yeah.
and you have to watch that. It's insane. Why it freaked out Bacha? Now you have to watch that to see what happened.
Absolutely.
But
Let's play the great game of dice.
it really got me interested in this. I'm like, okay, this guy is very good. The first time when I met him, I was telling Bhakti that, okay, I'm going to meet this guy. He's a magician. Like, oh, magician, oh, cool, So I was thinking, so I had another childhood memory I'll share with you. I don't want you to think about it.
Yeah.
I'll just share with you. Back in days, magicians would be what, right? Okay, so it's same school, unfortunately. The same school. And there was this magician that has come. He had worn the black cape and, the Jadugar hat. And there's a stick that he had, right? And there was this one girl, and there was I myself. And they're like low on the stick. So it kind of stands up, right? You know what I'm talking about? So he's like, I was like, mine would not go up, right? And then the girl's is going up. I'm like, why the hell is this happening to me right now? I'm like, why is this happening to me right now? And there's nothing I could have done. Yeah,
a lot of things in your mind.
Yes, you have no idea how much therapy I needed after that, and it's like that. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? And next thing he asked me, I'm like, I'm not doing shit for you. He's like, "Arey, come, beta." He's like, fine. He's like, look, what's in this dabba? I'm like, nothing. He's like, close it again. I'm like, okay. He's like, look, it's chicky here. So it's
What
like,
a compensation.
yeah, I know. I'm like, okay. Like, should I even have it? I don't know what's in it. So tell me about
Probably
that.
after having that,
Ah.
you'll see that magic
Yeah,
again.
magic again. No, you have that and you'll be able to blow the stick. So that's the magician. Before you,
Experience,
that's the
yeah.
magician experience that I had.
I'm glad I was able to change it.
Thank God, thank God. How much that has changed, right? Like taking a pigeon out of the hat,
Yeah.
or turning the thing into the flower and all. Tell me, have you done that just for fun?
To be honest, I haven't.
You've not
No.
taken. Can you not take pigeon out of it right now, like
No, I
from the
can't.
pure air? Can I give you anda?
Forgot it today. But honestly, it's a beautiful. So that part of magic
Right.
is known as like a conjuring art form.
Okay.
So I've always been fascinated to see it. I like it. I like to watch it, but I didn't think so. I would ever do it.
Okay.
I don't think that is something that I would like to practice
Okay.
per se, right?
Alright.
So yes, it's again a beautiful art form. I have a lot of respect for it. I like watching it. All these props and all that they carry. It's a lot of hard work. It's crazy good, but I think I love mentalism and hypnosis.
Alright, so I have another questions after all this crazy rounds.
Yeah.
Alright, so if I'm in a club, right, and if I really like the girl, sweetheart, I'm not talking about myself. I'm just talking about the viewers. Okay, can I pick up?
Khatam. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Cut that.
got a
Can
little
you
excited.
make her forget that?
You just got a little too excited.
You know,
He slipped where he shouldn't have.
yeah. So, like you see, this is raw. Okay. Yes, my wife is actually sitting there.
Yeah.
Fine. Coming back to the topic again. Can you make me pick up girls, or can you make anyone pick up girls through hypnosis or magic?
Oh wow. This is a very interesting question.
Okay.
I'll tell you why.
Alright.
There's a whole community of people who are known as PUA, pickup artists.
No way. Alright.
They do it with magic. They learn magic tricks just purely to pick up girls.
Okay.
I was very surprised when I stumbled upon a book which speaks about it. I was like, damn, this is crazy. It's like it's so magic, or rather than any other art form, I think magic is something you can actually use. I mean, the answer is unfortunately yes.
Okay.
People can do that,
Okay.
right? Because it's so fascinating, it's so interesting. It gets you in talking. If somebody is just around there, you like a girl, say, look at that smile on your face already. Okay.
Please don't get me in more trouble than I was.
All right. Okay. Say,
He said it. I did not. All right.
that's why it's more impactful. So, like I was saying, I wish we had a camera for Bhakti already here.
Right? Yeah.
Or
Exactly.
expression.
Pick it up right now.
So, speaking about it, say you like somebody and you want to have a conversation, magic can act like an icebreaker
Okay.
for any conversation. You go ahead, just probably pick up a dice, or you probably pick up something and just kind of levitate it. You make it fly. You take the glass, you make it levitate, and you put it right back there. It's very impossible for them not to know or not to ask
Oh,
who
but
you
they
are.
get mesmerized by the.
Right? They want to know more about you.
Okay.
They get interested, and that is how the conversation starts. Magic is a very good conversation starter, is what I believe.
Okay.
Not just to pick up girls. I think if anybody's doing that, they are just underusing such a beautiful opportunity to open conversations to a beautiful, beautiful way, or just to randomly going ahead and having meaningless conversation out there, because it is such a beautiful art form that allows you to open conversation. So use it. I would say for anyone who's using it, use it to make meaningful relations. Use it to make meaningful business propositions. All these things can elevate it to such a beautiful way, rather than just seeing that, just to use it for
Just to
a
break the
night.
ice, and then what happens next? Really?
Just kind of doing a lot of meaningless club hopping every night is stupid.
Right.
It's what my personal belief is.
Absolutely. Okay, so be careful while you use it, and use it wisely. That's what it is. Right?
Satark rahe, saudhan rahe.
Right. Especially girls, carry a pepper spray or something. I am a nice guy.
Yeah.
Just to let you know.
That's what they all
I'm
say.
married. I love my wife. I really do.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You really need to make her forget all that. Just to let you know. All right, cool. Now, fun part apart, starting as a career, right? So, where do you come from? What made you be the hypno-mentalist Praveen Nair, and where do you see yourself? And what really got you into this? Like, did you just just randomly one night you wake up and you're like, I'm gonna go pick up girls, and you started that? Or is it
I didn't start at all there. Let me tell you there. Yeah. So this is the first question that everyone asked me when I used to, pick up cards
Yeah.
as a tool. for me to just be who I am. So I used magic with playing cards.
Okay.
This is how everything kind of started. That's why I always carry playing cards with me wherever I go. It's not to do magic with it. Right now, I seldom use playing cards to do magic or tricks right now because it's beautiful. I like it, but I like this more. While having a personal, intimate conversation,
Okay.
speaking about your own memories, making the show about you rather than about me
Right.
and about the cards. So I still carry it because I love to remember the roots, of how everything started. Correct. So yeah, speaking about how did I start as my career, I don't know. It just kind of went in a flow. I picked it up because it is very fascinating. I always loved puzzles as a growing up child.
So when did you start?
I started this back in 2009.
2009. Okay,
Yeah,
so it's quite fresh.
almost
So like you're quite
15 years.
15 years. Okay.
15 years back.
Okay.
So back then I was 13.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 13
So
years
we
old
know
when
your
I
age
started.
now.
Yeah.
I started learning to pick up the small things.
So yes, that is how it all kind of started in a way. I went. In fact, I would say it started way long back.
Okay.
It was seated in me because of my father. He was he used to teach English. He used to teach communication.
Okay.
So spoken English classes. Right after the classes, he used to do one or two magic tricks, and I used to see it. I used to be fascinated by it totally. And then my father used to reveal a little bit here and there,
Okay.
just to give me a perspective to see life. Right,
Right.
that everything is possible if you put your mind and heart to it,
Okay.
and if you start seeing it from a different point of view.
Right.
So that is how it kind of all started. This is way back when I was in my second grade, I would say first or second grade. So I was like 5-6 year old.
Right.
Unfortunately, I lost my father when I was in my third grade.
I'm sorry to hear
So
that.
yeah, it's been a very long time now. But again, the memories or rather the teachings of
Okay.
him to see
It
things from a
still
different
stays.
perspective,
Yeah.
it always
Maybe
kind
you
of
should be
stays around.
happy.
I believe in that totally. So yes, this is how it all kind of begun and started and seeded. And eventually, like magic as an art form kind of kicked back when I was in my 9th grade. And I started doing a little bit of card tricks.
Okay.
It is very nice because I was somebody who was more of an introvert, I would say.
Okay.
Back then, I used to love my puzzles. I used to love chess.
Okay.
I still play chess.
I really don't see any introvert thing inside you as
Yeah.
of whatever. I mean, we met quite a few times.
Correct.
We've spoken over the call quite a few times. I think you have really changed your ways around.
I think that's life, right? We all are what we think we are.
Right.
So once you break that wall around you, once you stop saying I'm an introvert, if you really want to be an extrovert, and people be like, oh, you know what, but I'm an introvert. No, stop saying that.
Right.
Say that I'm working towards being an extrovert.
Right. Right.
This one particular statement in your mind can change your whole personality.
Everything changes about it. Everything changes about it. Yes.
Because now your mind knows that you're not an introvert anymore, you're working towards being an extrovert. Your mind helps you to be that.
Right.
And then you just go ahead and become the best version of yourself.
Okay.
I was a guy who used to, fumble on the stage.
No way.
The first time I went on stage was, again, when I was in 9th grade or something like that. I was doing a Marathi elocution.
Okay.
I went on the stage. I fumbled. Everybody laughed at me. I was back. And I remember, there was this schoolmate of mine. I told him that, you know what? I'm going to come back on the stage the next year and I'm going to ace it. I did it.
Okay.
I got off my stage fear because I faced it. So I think this is how it kind of started. I loved that experience of being on stage,
Right.
getting that applaud.
Right.
I started picking up something that I'm good at. That's magic.
Okay.
I
Something that you
learned-
love.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Right. Right.
I learned something more about it. That there's something mentalism and hypnosis.
Okay.
I learned more on it. I explored a little more, and here we go. This is what it is.
This is what we have Praveen Nair on the Kabirr Vani show. Wonderful, yeah. It's so amazing to hear that. That because a lot of time we kind of get off track onto that for what we love. अरे यार इससे पैसा कैसे बनाएगा क्या करेगा.
Correct.
is that even possible to do that? You know, it kind of, you lose your way into it. But it's, if you have to be consistent, you have to ensure that you love what you do and you continue doing it to that. What you spoke about right now, it's kind of very similar to law of attraction that you talked about. Like, you know, it's like, I'm not an introvert, I'm working towards to be an extrovert, you know. But, oh, I'm going to ace it next year. So it's like kind of similar to the law of attraction. How much do you believe in it? And what do you think about that? And how does that resonate with magic?
Magic, when, we spoke about it, the difference between magic, mentalism, I gave you a definition.
Right.
But apart from that, I believe life is magical. Because again, it can take you to turns that is very unexpected, right? You don't know what is about to happen next, and that is what magic feels like.
Yeah.
So, life is magic. And having that said, when you speak about law of attraction, when you speak about all these things, it is magical.
It is
And
indeed.
I believe in magic, right? That is, that's enough said. I do believe in, say even law of attraction, because it's the law. You believe it, you don't believe it, it works.
It's
Correct.
either working with you
Correct.
or against you.
Correct.
Right?
So because again, you can make yourself to anything that you want to become.
Okay.
Right. Say for example, if I tell you what is that you will choose to become, say you see no failure
Okay.
for the rest of your life.
All right. I don't know. I would a successful podcaster.
Super, right?
Yeah, that would be super. And absolutely something, what you do love is something what I love talking. Like this came into my life naturally as well, somehow, somewhere, where I love talking. I love communicating with people, and I've done that a lot. I've been told the chatterbox, right? And then eventually it came to me, like, you know what, you should do this. And then here we are doing this here. But getting back to you again. So being into the industry that you are, of course, it's a beautiful industry. We have, is there a lot of competition? Or is it someone that if you want to start, let's say a person wants to start right now, like, this is amazing, I love magic, I love playing with cards, I can do all the mesmerizing tricks and all. I can already pick up girls from doing that, right? By the way, just to let you know, there's this one Iron Man lifestyle. You should check him out. That's exactly what how to pick up girls. Just to let you know.
Okay.
It's a crazy. He's on Instagram. Pretty cool. Can someone start a career now out of this and actually make money out of it?
100%.
100%.
100%.
How would that start? How would they start? Like just
Sure.
pick up card and doing shit?
Yeah. First step is believing in yourself.
Believe in yourself.
Yeah. And the moment when you start questioning, you think I can do it. Stop it right there. Don't do it. Okay. Because now that I think about it, I started in an age in which money did not it really was a motivating factor for me to start. I come from a humble family, but the love for magic is what kind of kept it going.
Right.
I was hustling, right? I never asked myself, yeah, paise kaise bana? I was working. I was simultaneously working because that is needed. As soon as I was 18, I picked up a job. I was working and I was hustling at the same time. I was learning magic. I was putting time to learn magic, learn this art form, and keep going till the time that, magic became...
Never give up.
Yeah, till the time magic became something which is bigger than the kind of job that I was doing at this point in time, and it started monetizing as well.
Okay.
So it's just that you keep doing it till the time you find a way to make it happen, right? So magic, again, is a very beautiful art form, or rather any other art form that you want to pick up. Go ahead and pick it up, start it, connect, meet like-minded people, see what they are doing at this point in time. How are they monetizing out of this?
Okay.
Back then, I didn't have a lot of people to look up to because it is such an art form that came into limelight few years back. Thanks to internet, it kind of boomed. People started recognizing the word mentalism, mentalist. Without that, this art form wouldn't have grown this big.
Yeah.
Because if I remember when I was practicing magic, like say 10 years back, I went with playing cards even in CCD, even in Starbucks. People used to be like, go out.
No way.
Yeah, they used to be like, yahan pe juwa allowed nahi hai.
The perspective of gambling is part of it.
They were like, cards means it's bad. It is taboo.
Right.
we used to be so afraid to even take out cards to practice outside. But today, if we go there, we have that respect. We have that, oh wow, what?
They'll probably give you a free cup of coffee.
Correct.
Right?
It happens. It so happens. So it just kind of changed the perspective of people. People used to say, ki, bhai, even if I say I'm a magician, it's like Kala Jadoo, black magic. That's how people used to assume.
Yeah.
And the biggest magic back then was PC Surcord. After that, people forgot what magic is. It was only till that era. Back then in the Western, they had Houdini.
I was about to say that.
Correct.
Yes.
So Houdini was so famous, and after that, they came Chris Angel, they came David Blaine, they came Dynamo. But in India, it couldn't really move ahead. We had UK Sarkar, but it could not really go as big.
Break the barriers.
Correct. It didn't really, hit the market it wanted to hit back then. So it didn't really get the limelight that it had to get. So I'm glad it's happening right now.
Yeah.
So speaking about making money with magic, I didn't really even intend. I was like, this is an art form I really want to learn. I really want to be good at it. Once you become good at it, you make money very happily. You have a very beautiful life.
Wonderful.
Right with that.
Or you can just magically create money.
Oh wow, that's
out of the thin air.
Why didn't I think about it?
It's like, you know what, I need to get an iPhone. Alright, how much do I need? $1.5.
That's it.
Yeah,
you do one show and you get it.
I hate numbers.
So that is how you eventually become. That's how you really make the magic of money working
absolutely,
for you.
Absolutely. So do you collaborate with other magicians or mentalists? Like I think there's one girl named Suhani.
Yeah, Suhani Shah.
Suhani Shah, yes.
Correct.
Yes. I was, of course, while I was researching for you, I came across her page as well. She does very good as well. I've seen her work with Salman Khan and all the celebs.
Correct.
So do you guys ever collab? Have you came in touch with her? How's that? Do you guys collab?
So it is very funny with the fact that magic is a very small little family.
Okay.
Right? We know each other, we meet each other. Right? But speaking about collaboration, there's this guy named Prithvik Upadhyay.
Okay.
Right? So we do a duo show.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
So he is a very talented magician and also a pickpocket, not a pickup artist.
Okay.
Right? He's a pickpocket. He can literally steal your watch while having this conversation.
No.
You will not even know about it. He'll steal your tie, he'll steal your belt. He'll do all of that without even you knowing about it.
He's just like one of the four horsemen.
Correct. Right? So we always try to find like a pair which is a little unique and different and entertaining. So we do duo shows there. I never had a chance to probably collaborate with Suhani. We did kind of share stage once. That is more of an open mic setup where we did that, but not really a collaboration as such.
So I want to ask you this, right? So I came across one of his Instagram channels, right? And this guy is like doing, when he's doing that, it's just moving.
Yeah, I've seen that
too.
You
seen that?
Oh damn, that is so cool, right?
Like,
that's so cool.
What is it? Tell me about that. Like, is that actually magic that he's using, or it's just a damn good Photoshop? The video editing that he's doing.
I can't tell you, but that will spoil the fun.
Was it?
I think I'll let you understand what it is.
Okay, because this we were watching it together, and then he's like opening his eyes, and he's like making his eyes move.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that's definitely editing.
You know what? Read his bio.
Okay.
His bio tells what he is.
Tell what. That's what we figured out later.
Yeah.
We won't spoil it there.
Yeah.
But
his bio very clearly tells that. I think that we can share to the audience because we don't want them to have any kind of a myth that this is real. Right. He very clearly claims to be very good. So
he's so good at it.
Good at it.
I'm happy. It's all meditation.
I'm very happy that at least he's mentioned in his bio
that
he's a video editor, so that people know he's doing it for entertainment. He's doing it so that people can enjoy it. People can have fun. I really appreciate that. So
that was crazy. Yes, it was, because I was like, that was mesmerizing, right? Now coming to a question which is very interesting for me, and it always has been, right? The power of levitation.
Power of levitation.
Yeah. So have you experienced anything like that, or would you say is that you were like, okay, that is something that I can do for myself as well? Like, can you just sit and literally levitate?
Well, levitation has been always very fascinating for humans, if you think about it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been for me as well.
Correct.
Like, who needs plane, right?
Right? We all want to fly.
Right?
We all want to just do this. So, I'll tell this very funny story about, again, Harry Houdini.
Yes.
Right before the brothers invented plane, Houdini had the right to fly and to have the mechanism just for himself.
No.
For the first two, months or years, it is purely for him. It is patent for him.
Really?
Nobody else
Knew about
the
it,
Wright
that's
brothers,
good.
who had given him the rights exclusively, where he used to be on the flight and used to levitate it. Basically, science. Right?
Right.
That is how science and magic goes kind of hand to hand.
Hand to hand, yes.
So it happened, and people were like, "Dude, he's flying, man! That's crazy." And today we all can do that.
Yeah,
That's why it's
exactly.
getting
Yeah. From here to Ahmedabad, we're here now.
Correct.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
yes,
I mean, dude, it's been a mind blowing show, man. Oh
It
my
is.
god, like it's been crazy. Still, I can continue talking, but I think it's almost at the end of the show that we come across. What would you like to tell the young generations? Like, we're coming into Generation Z right now. So,
Correct.
not calling ourselves old, but
Yeah.
still, what would you tell them? Like, if somebody is interested, like in becoming Harry Houdini or Praveen Nair for say,
yeah.
what kind of suggestion or inspiration would you give them about learning into magic or getting into magic?
Correct. Believe in yourself. First thing, and second thing is, do not really listen to a lot of people who will tell you that you can't do it. Right? There were plenty of them for me saying that, oh, card tricks, or what, you're not gonna make it. It is like that. But that is the love that I always have, and I still will do. I still practice a lot of sleight of hand with cards just to amuse me.
Right?
It just fascinates me even now. So I started with something which is known as card history. I'll present that to you all, and just be yourself. Work on one simple thing, is to make your audience feel like they have never seen something like this before. When you enter a stage, tell this in your mind that today I'm going to make these people feel and experience something out of this world. Believe in that. Create that magic happen for yourself. So when it actually comes out in reality, you feel like this is something you manifested, this is something you created in your mind, and you see it happen in reality, you feel very good about it. I mean, that is your reward. The money, everything that you get out of the show is secondary. But first thing is you believe that you are about to make somebody's day out there and create an impactful memory for the rest of their life. And you'll see it happen. And as you see it happen, everything else trapping around you is going to be meaningless for you. You want to do card tricks? Do card tricks. You want to do mentalism? Do mentalism. You want to do hypnosis? Learn it, do it. Do everything responsibility, with high responsibility. Do not really, have an intention to fool people. That is not what we magicians are. We are there to give a beautiful experience and entertainment experience, high value entertainment experience to our people. That is what you have to believe in, and you will see the success that you record.
Oh, wonderful.
Thank you.
Bro, that was good. I want to ask you this one question. While you were speaking, I felt that there was a goal in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
What is that goal that you have? Where do you want to be?
I want to present. So, like I said, I come from a humble background.
Right.
And I know how difficult it is for people to come out of that barrier. Like I come from this area which is known as Nehru Nagar.
Okay.
So there are a lot of people I still see struggling to come out of this thought process that, to become big, to become, successful
Right.
in words. So I also try to start something known as VFG, which is known as Voice for the Gullies,
Oh.
which is like an NGO,
Okay.
right? So I want to do something like that,
Okay.
and that is one of my goals, to make something really prominent for people,
Okay.
who come from not very privileged background and still ace it. That is one of my main goals, and the other goal is to represent the art of hypnosis and mentalism for India in an OTT platform like an Amazon Prime or Netflix.
Wonderful.
I want to have the
Sure.
Praveen Nair show out there.
The Praveen Nair show will be there. I'm going to be your host, right?
Yes, absolutely. We never know. This kind of goes there, right? That'll be fun.
Yes, absolutely. So we had so much fun talks today. He literally blew my mind. I cannot even think about so many thoughts that I had while he was going through, and I knew that he was going through the right direction. He literally made me forget the content that I had created for him. I literally had to go like, okay, let's stop and let's go back again to figure out what I was going to talk about. But this was, one of the amazing conversations that I had, and I'm so glad that we were the very few people out there to get Praveen Nair before he becomes the Praveen Nair of the Praveen Nair show, which will happen very closely and very soon. And till next time, to catch you on Kabirr Vani.
Superb. I mean, just again, he's fantastic. I love him. This is beautiful what he's doing. This whole show, I love how it went without any scripts as such. If you guys are wondering, how these podcasts work, but this one is purely unscripted, and he's trying to give you the most raw and unfiltered one that you can ever get. So keep supporting him. I'm sure if you like the show,
What
you will
this
see
man said.
more and more of such fun content. I had fun being here, and I'm sure all the guests feel the same, right? And I believe you feel the same. Support him by subscribing to his channel, liking this video, and commenting whatever your heart feels like. Thank you so much for seeing us. Signing off at Kabirr Vani's. Here we go.
Praveen, thank you.
Love you.
Really appreciate that.